Something is shifting inside the royal circle, something so delicate and so explosive that even those closest to Prince Andrew are afraid to speak it aloud. For years, Andrew has leaned on one final lifeline, one person who never abandoned him, even as the world turned away. But now, whispers are spreading through the family. If that last connection breaks, Andrew may not survive the emotional fallout. And the most shocking part is who insiders claim may unintentionally break him. Before we dive in, there's something I need to share with you. Over the past few days, thousands have watched these stories unfold, but most haven't subscribed. If you're one of them, I invite you now to join us. Subscribe to Crownverse so you never miss the next chapter in this unfolding royal history. For the outside world, Andrew and Sarah's relationship has always defied logic. How did two people divorce in 1996 yet continue living together for more than 20 decades? How do they maintain a partnership that looks more like a marriage than a separation? How did two individuals weather scandal, illness, financial issues, and royal pressure yet still stay under the same roof? For many, that roof at Royal Lodge was the answer. For years, that sprawling estate became a world of their own, a refuge from public scrutiny, a base for raising their daughters, and a shelter from the storm Andrew was heading into long before the world knew how severe it would become. But that sanctuary is now gone. Royal Lodge is slipping out Andrew's hands, and though some of the details vary depending on different reporting, it is clear that the leadership of the royal family, especially King Charles, has pushed for him to leave the estate. This isn't speculation. It's publicly known that Andrew's titles were removed, his patronages were stripped, and his royal role has been reduced to near zero. Royal Lodge became the last piece of his former identity, the last familiar place in a world that has changed dramatically around him. And as he prepares to leave it behind, the emotional consequences are far deeper than the physical move. In that context, rumors that Sarah Ferguson may be open to finding love again strike at the most vulnerable part of Andrew's life. It is essential to state clearly that Sarah herself has not publicly announced any search for a new partner. The talk of her being open to a proper gentleman, successful, kind, financially secure, comes entirely from insiders quoted in magazines, which means it should be considered unverified. Yet these rumors have carried enough weight to capture the attention of royal observers because of one key point: the timing. Sarah Ferguson has faced her own battles recently, including two major health scares. She underwent treatment for breast cancer, followed by the frightening discovery of malignant melanoma. She came through these challenges with remarkable resilience, and for some, these moments brought a realization that life cannot be postponed forever. Some insiders, again unverified, believe these experiences made her reflect deeply on whether she wants to remain tied to the past or explore the possibility of a new chapter. But if Sarah were to even consider moving forward with her personal life, this is where Princess Beatrice's alleged fears come in. According to the same insiders, and again, this is entirely unverified, Beatrice worries that her father's emotional stability is already on thin ice. It is no secret that royal reporters have repeatedly described Andrew as isolated, withdrawn, and struggling with the reality of his downfall. Even respected royal analysts such as Robert Jobson have openly said that members of the royal family are concerned about both Andrew's and Sarah's mental health in this period of upheaval. That concern is real. What remains unclear is what exactly is happening behind closed doors. Those closest to Andrew rarely speak, and when they do, their statements tend to be short and ambiguous. But the pattern of his actions tells the story more clearly than any official briefing. Andrew has lost almost every element of the royal life he once took for granted. His military titles, gone. His public duties, gone. His ability to move freely in royal circles, deeply limited. His income, uncertain. His home, in jeopardy. And his reputation irreversibly changed. Through all of this, Sarah Ferguson remained, not as a wife, not as a romantic partner, but as a steady presence. Their relationship is often described as best friends, yet most observers believe that description barely scratches the surface. They raised two daughters together, shared a home for more than 20 years, supported one another through controversies, and relied on one another emotionally in ways that go far beyond the usual post-divorce dynamic. This closeness is so strong that many people, insiders and the public alike, have long questioned why they never remarried. The answer remains a mystery, but what is clear is that their bond became Andrew's last safe space. That is why the rumors of Sarah considering new love are so emotionally explosive. The story is not about Sarah moving on. It is not about her wanting companionship or seeking happiness after years of challenges. The deeper story, the one that touches the very heart of the royal family, is what this change could do to Prince Andrew. According to the unverified claims presented by insiders, Princess Beatrice fears her father would be devastated. The word used was crushed, not saddened, not upset, crushed. That choice of word reveals the emotional fragility Beatrice allegedly sees in her father. For a daughter who has watched both parents endure public pressure, criticism, and life-altering events, the fear is not abstract. It is personal, deeply personal. She knows more than the public does about her father's state of mind. She has seen the toll the past years have taken on him, physically, publicly, psychologically. Beatrice has always been known as the calm mediator of the family. She is loyal, discreet, emotionally mature, and committed to holding her family together. Her bond with Andrew has remained strong, even as the world distanced itself from him. She is one of the few people who never abandoned him, never publicly criticized him, never created distance. For her to allegedly feel this level of concern, even though the claim is unverified, is enough to make many observers stop and ask deeper questions about Andrew's emotional state. But this story has another dimension, the idea of independence. Sarah Ferguson has often described herself as independent and strong-willed, and those qualities have carried her through some of the darkest moments of her life. But independence does not always mean isolation. After years of focusing on family, health, and duty, she may genuinely feel ready to step into a new phase. Again, she has not confirmed this publicly. The specific claim that she wants a partner who is successful, kind, and financially secure is unverified. But what is undeniable is that Sarah, like anyone else, deserves happiness, and she has always been open about the fact that she has a big heart. This is where the conflict quietly emerges. What is best for Sarah may not be what is easiest for Andrew, and what might bring Sarah joy could be the very thing that pushes Andrew into emotional turmoil. Their bond, which once protected them both, may now be putting them in two opposite directions. Even the question of where Sarah will live highlights the complexity of their situation. The rumored idea that she may move into a converted outbuilding on Princess Beatrice's property is also unverified, but the very fact that such speculation exists shows how much their lives are shifting. Sarah may no longer be able to share a home with Andrew once Royal Lodge is gone, and that physical separation, forced or chosen, could deepen the emotional distance between them.